Thank you.
Damon Fogley, Woodlands Park. Thanks for having me. It's a different perspective seeing y'all up here, so good to see y'all again. So I'm in favor of this item. I sat up there with y'all before, 3.5-year term. I understand where y'all are coming from, what the type of work you do, the amount of hours you put in. It's a stressful position. There are a lot of problems y'all have to solve. It is not easy. So I served on the council for 3.5 years while running a business, volunteering for a local nonprofit, and working full-time. The time I dedicated to being on the council put an incredible strain on everything else I had to accomplish in life, which is one of the reasons why I chose not to run for another term. Since I worked 24-hour shifts, I drained 10 to 20 hours a month of vacation time to attend council meetings. This was a total of anywhere from 400 to 500 hours of benefit time that I could have used traveling, time away from work, not doing council business. This doesn't include the time that, as y'all know, we spent a lot of time campaigning, a lot of time spent running for office, just trying to get in the position that y'all are in right now. So you can be a minimalist council member. You can be one of those council members that basically just shows up to meetings, shows up for a vote, you know, or you could be one of those council members that gets out there, you're productive, you show up to the HOA meetings, you go to the chamber events. You're an effective council member and mayor. So some of y'all, I don't think anyone up here is a minimalist. Y'all are putting way more hours in than you are by being up there on the council. And you know, the city of Kyle, Kyle is not a charitable organization. It's not a nonprofit. It's not a booster club. It is a city. It is a fast-growing city in a fast-paced environment. It should be treated like the city that it is. It should be treated like a business. Development agreements are reviewed. Negotiations in executive session, negotiations with developers. It is a fast-paced environment. You have to have effective leaders in those positions. If you were to calculate the amount of hours that we put in on the council and what we got paid for it, it was less than minimum wage many times. Many weeks we got paid less than minimum wage. Do you want people earning less than minimum wage that are setting your budgets, that are managing a budget of $85 million a year, that are negotiating these big deals that are going to actually set the tone for 5, 10, 20 years down the road? Do you want to pay a council less than minimum wage that is attempting to entice competitive jobs to the city of Kyle? Here's the other thing. Kyle is not the city it was 19 years ago when the stipend was originally set, when the fire department was a volunteer fire department, having cookie bake sales to fund their operations when we didn't have roads here. That was 19 years ago. Kyle is not the same city it was 19 years ago. Here's the other thing. I know that there were some comparisons of other cities, Cedar Park, Manor, some of these other cities that are kind of in the same area, a couple counties away. What we didn't do is actually compare what does a county commissioner make. So there's some county commissioners that actually represent a lesser population than some of our at-large representatives do. And I actually did the calculations on that. Commissioner for precincts 2 and 4 actually represent a population that's less than the population of Kyle. I'm not saying that the commissioners shouldn't be compensated what they're compensated for, because I think they do great work and they should be compensated what they're compensated. But if you look at that comparison, council members are actually paid less. So I'm definitely in support of it. It's something that we need. I think it's going to grow our candidate pool, and hopefully it'll pass. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, I think I've got them sorted. So, Ms. Tobias. They're not in the order that I received them. I do apologize for that.